You've been looking forward to this family vacation for months. You book the tickets, pack the bags, and finally get to the gate, only to look at your boarding passes and realize your 6-year-old is sitting in row 12, and you are stuck back in row 34. Panic sets in. Why would they do this? It feels like a glitch, a mistake, or just bad luck. But what if I told you it's completely intentional? Welcome to the dark, calculated world of airline seating. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The illusion of choice. When you buy a basic economy ticket, you think you're just giving up a free checked bag or a snack. But airlines are actually stripping away your autonomy. They intentionally block out adjacent seats, making the map look completely full when it isn't. You stare at the screen, sweating, thinking the flight is entirely booked. You feel the pressure to upgrade or pay an extra fee just to ensure your family sits together. But here is the secret. Those seats are often empty. They are artificially blocked by an algorithm designed to induce panic. You aren't paying for a seat, you are paying for peace of mind. And this psychological manipulation is just the very beginning of their strategy. Number 9. The algorithm of anxiety. Have you ever noticed how the system always seems to split you exactly one row apart or across the aisle? It is no accident. Airline algorithms are programmed to calculate the exact threshold of your anxiety. If they put your child 10 rows away, you will throw a fit at the gate and force them to fix it for free. But if they place your kid just one row behind you, or diagonally across the aisle, you are far more likely to just swipe your credit card to fix the minor inconvenience yourself. It is a calculated threshold of discomfort. They push you right to the edge of an emotional breakdown, knowing exactly when your wallet will open. Number 8. Monetizing a parent's guilt. Airlines know that parents are the ultimate captive audience. You cannot and will not leave your toddler sitting next to a stranger for a 4-hour flight. So the airlines weaponize your parental guilt. They create a scenario where paying a $50 seat selection fee suddenly feels like a ransom payment for your child's safety. You aren't buying legroom, you are paying a hostage fee. It's a multi-million-dollar revenue stream built entirely on your protective instincts. And the craziest part? The flight attendants hate it just as much as you do, because they are the ones left cleaning up the emotional mess while the executives count their seat fee profits from the comfort of their corner offices. Number 7. The gate agent shuffle. You might think you can just outsmart the system by asking the gate agent for help. After all, they always say they will try to accommodate families, right? Wrong. The airlines have deliberately restricted what gate agents can actually do. The system locks down adjacent seats for premium upgrades until the very last minute. So when you beg the agent to move you next to your terrified child, they are staring at a screen that physically will not let them do it without charging a fee or waiting until boarding is almost over. You are left begging strangers to swap seats, doing the airline's dirty work for them while they pocket the cash from the people who paid. Number 6. Artificial seat scarcity strategy. You log in exactly 24 hours before your flight to check in, hoping to snag 2 seats together. But miraculously, all the middle seats are taken, and only premium aisle and window seats are left. Do you really think 100 people logged in before you and specifically chose the middle seat? Absolutely not. This is artificial scarcity at its finest. The airline scatters solo travelers into middle seats on purpose. By breaking up the empty blocks of seats, they ensure that any group of 2 or more has absolutely no choice but to pay for a premium upgrade if they want to sit together. It is a rigged game, and you never even stood a chance. Number 5. The corporate travel subsidy. Here is a truth airlines do not want you to know. Your family vacation is subsidizing corporate travelers. Business travelers book last minute and their companies pay top dollar for premium seats. To ensure those corporate elites always have a choice of prime seats, the airline shifts the budget-conscious families to the worst possible configurations. By scattering families across the back of the plane, They leave the front wide open for the high-paying last-minute corporate bookings. Your family is literally being used as human puzzle pieces to hold the worst spots on the plane, keeping the lucrative seats free for the people who will pay triple the price without batting a single eye. Number 4. The boarding pass roulette. Airlines play a dangerous game of boarding pass roulette. When you refuse to pay the seat selection fee, they will not assign your seats until you are physically at the gate. This isn't a logistics issue, it is a psychological punishment. They want you to sweat. They want you pacing the terminal, looking at your kids, wondering if you'll be sitting next to the bathroom while your 5-year-old sits next to a businessman in row 12. They use this uncertainty to ensure that the next time you fly, you will remember this exact feeling of panic, and you will gladly pay the $80 fee up front. They are training you, like a lab rat, to hand over your money. Number 3. Strangers as unpaid babysitters. When airlines separate families, they are making a massive, arrogant assumption that the stranger sitting next to your child will just act as an unpaid babysitter. They rely on the basic human decency of other passengers to step in when a child is crying, needs help with a seatbelt, or has to use the restroom. The airline shifts the entire burden of care onto a random traveler who just wanted to read a book in peace. They know it causes massive tension in the cabin, but they simply do not care. Because as long as the seat selection fees keep rolling in, the awkward, uncomfortable dynamic between your child and a total stranger is simply collateral damage. Number 2. The regulatory loophole exploit. You might be wondering, isn't this illegal? Shouldn't there be a law against separating minors from their parents? The truth is, airlines spend millions of dollars lobbying to keep these exact regulations as vague as possible. The government has issued guidelines urging airlines to seat families together, but guidelines are not laws. There are no fines, no penalties, and no consequences for ignoring them. The airlines exploit this regulatory loophole every single day. They make public statements claiming they do everything they can for families, while their back-end algorithms are deliberately designed to do the exact opposite. They are playing the system perfectly, and you are the one paying the price for their legal gymnastics. Number 1. Multi-billion-dollar secret. The final, most shocking reason airlines separate families is the sheer mind-boggling amount of money they make from it. We aren't talking about a few $1,000s. Seat selection fees generate billions of dollars in pure profit for the airline industry every single year. It is one of their highest margin revenue streams. They separate your family because they literally cannot afford not to. If they automatically seated families together for free, their profit margins would completely collapse. Your separation anxiety is the foundation of their modern business model. They aren't just selling flights anymore, they are selling the solution to a problem that they intentionally created. And they will never, ever stop doing it. The next time you fly and see a family scattered across the cabin, you now know the dark truth behind it. It's not an accident, it's a billion-dollar shakedown. Have you ever been separated from your family on a flight? Or been forced to babysit a stranger's kid? Tell me your worst airline experience in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and safe travels.